Ah, at long last. I never thought this day would truly come. But this day is now here. This is Rebuild number 2. The kind of sequel, but not really, to the original Rebuild game by Sarah Northway. Now, I say not really a sequel because in a way it's kind of just an upgrade of the original Rebuild. But I believe all of the changes that have been done are positive changes. So, ignore that. You saw nothing. So for those who don't know, Rebuild is it's a strategy game of sorts, where instead of running scared from the zombie apocalypse, you decide to hunker down and rebuild a town and make your final stand there. And if you haven't seen my last videos, you know that our noble leader, the man, was torn in half by zombies in the first episode. But I have news for you. Oh, the man is alive. No one knows why. No one knows how the man is alive, but he is alive. There's rumors. Maybe he faked his own death because he was just becoming too much of a cult of personality, and he wanted the people to flourish on their own. Maybe he actually was torn in half, but he was so resilient and good at sewing that once his parts re-zombified, he sewed himself back together. Then, when we cured zombieism, he was the man again. No one really knows. They're too afraid to ask. But the fact is, the man is back. Now I actually get to pick how the man looks. One of the new features is that you get to pick your own character model. I'm not exactly sure why you can't choose the individual parts. You kind of just keep on clicking, and eventually you just have to hope that... no, I don't think the man looks like that. The thing is, none of these will look like how the man truly looks. He looks whatever your imagination... Oh! Okay. I'm liking the sunglasses. Not so much the hair, but you get to choose a piece of equipment. And I'm going to choose the cowboy hat, so the hair's not going to matter too much. The cowboy hat increases your leadership skill. The pistol decreases your attack skill. Binoculars, I'm guessing, is scavenge. I never picked them, and I've never found them. But I'm guessing that's scavenge. That makes sense. The dog increases your scavenge a little bit and your attack a little bit, unless you get a random dog. But when I tried dog, that's what I got. There are different types of dogs, though. And the wrench increases your building, which is actually very useful. But no, going for the cowboy hat. Next, Ladysmith, you say? No. The original town from my first Rebuild videos was Downtown, because of the show The Odyssey. The counterpart to Downtown in The Odyssey was Uptown, so let us go to Uptown. Now, here you can choose your city's size. Now, I swear when I first played this, only small and typical were available to me, so you might have to beat the game once in order to get the other ones, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't click enough. I'm going to go with typical, however, which is a 10 by 10 block, meaning there will be 100 blocks. Big is 12 by 12, which means 144 blocks. So that's a bit big. I like typical. I have beaten the game on kinda tough, which is pretty much normal, and challenging, which I guess would be hard. Then you have the very hard and impossible, which would be nightmare mode in the original one. I have only attempted... Well, I've only beaten on challenging mode. I've actually tried kind of hard on the New Game Plus. There's actually a kind of New Game Plus in this game. So that was a long intro. Alright, here is my city. You start out... Oh, and there's a tutorial thing. If you want the tutorial things on, you just make sure that that's on. Also, make sure you have harsh language on, because that's hilarious. You start out with 4 blocks. Here you can check out your different citizens. Notice my hair doesn't matter. That's actually perfect, though. The man, sunglasses, cowboy hat. I can deal with it. In this game, there aren't classes. There sort of are classes. You notice I have the business suit, because I'm a leader. Soldier outfit, because they're a soldier. Scavenger outfit. Builder outfit or construction uniform. But it's not so much classes as much as skills. You have your attack skill, your scavenging skill, your science skill, your building skill, and your leadership skill. Leadership skill lets you recruit other people. Building lets you build faster. Science lets you research things. Scavenging lets you search for items and get new equipment, because there is equipment in this, like my trusty cowboy hat. And attack is how well you're able to kill zombies and decrease danger to others if you accompany them. So, these are the people I'm starting out with. Bowman, I like it. I feel like there's a good future for Bowman. He's gonna shoot bows at people. And all their looks are kind of randomly generated. You can't really control it afterwards. But your first priorities... Oh, first of all, this is very important. I have this on all the time. This is a mashup of all of the different stats you can see in the first game. You can see whether they're survivors. There is a survivor here. And a survivor here. If there's an apple, then there's food there, and you can scavenge and get extra units of food, which is pretty important later on. Or, early on. The fact that there's yellow means that there's zombies here. If there's question marks, that means the area hasn't been scouted yet. So, let's look. The towns are randomly generated every single time, so you never going to get. Now, the one problem I'm seeing right off is I don't see a school next to us. Getting a school early is very important. Oh, wow. That's crazy that that's there. We'll go back to that later. So yes, this is the first time I'm seeing this town. I had no idea it was going to be here because it's different every time. This is a big farm, though. That's definitely what I'm going to be going for first. Every single round, you get food based on how many farms you have. And it's decreased by 1 by every citizen we have, so... Getting a big farm will give us quite a big boost early on. In order to get a new city block... And this is, old hat for anyone who has played the other ones. It's pretty much the same. But you need to kill all the zombies in the region. There are 2 zombies in this region. There's a lot more displayed, also. You get to find out a lot more what's going on in the situation instead of just kind of guessing. So, you can see that I am capable of killing 12 zombies with this amount of people. This is how much of a chance of something going horribly wrong there is, which could mean injury or outright death. Injury just means a person's disabled for a bit. Death means that character is dead and never coming back. Unless they're the man, then he comes back because he's a master sower or starts conspiracy theories about himself. I don't know. That's the way it is. So I'm going to send these 2 people. They'll be able to take out the zombies. There's very little risk of them happening, of anything bad happening. What do I want to clear out next? I guess the mall. Malls give extra defense without having people guarding your base. And I'm trying to balance how much I'm describing things here. I probably give a better... Like, if you watch the Rebuild 1 videos that I made, you find out almost everything you need to know from those also, because the games are very similar. Actually, let's see if... 6%, I can risk that this early in the game. Let's scavenge here for food. 6%, and you'll get 3 food. That'll cover our food costs for the day, I guess. So once you've deployed everyone the way you want to, you click End Day. And we found supplies. That's incredibly lucky. You can get equipment sometimes when you're scavenging, and the better the people are at scavenging, the higher chance there are, but I only had like 12%, and I got it the first time. That's actually very cool, and very unlikely. But I'll take it. I got a hunting rifle. That, of course, will make me be able to kill zombies better than, I don't know, punching them? Like, are we actually punching them when we don't have equipment? Because that'd be crazy. And also, unlike the first game, if someone's on a mission, on certain missions you can add more people. Now, I don't think you can on zombie killing missions, but you can on scientist research. You can add more people in the middle of it. And on building, I believe you can add more people. So I think... Alright, since Eric Kelly appears to be my soldier man, let's go... Oh, I can't equip him? Never mind then. I guess you can't equip people during missions. Good to know. It takes 2 days to clear out zombies, so the next day these zombies will be cleared out. There's a bunch of various informations that you can check out. Here you can find out your survivors, how many zombies are in the area, how much danger there is to your fort. Is anyone guarding my fort? Yes. The builder is guarding my fort. That's not desirable. I'm going to advance it 1 more day. And zombies have been killed, and zombies have been killed. Now, whenever there's a green patch, when you have the information thing on, that means it is ripe for the reclaiming. Now, the reason it's bad that there is no school is because having people with a high build stat, very important early on. And you want to get someone with high build stats as fast as possible, so I really need to get that guy off of guard duty, because I need him to build stuff for me. Instead, we'll put Bowman on guard duty. And maybe we should even give him the hunting rifle. You know what? No, I think I'm going to give the hunting rifle to someone who's actually out in the field. Unlike you lazy bowmen staying in the base all the time. We'll give it to Eric Kelly. There we go, hunting rifle. And I just love that it actually shows up on the character. Corping. Alright, so we're going to reclaim an area. Now, there is a survivor here I could recruit to my cause, but I'm going to reclaim the area instead, and because of that, the survivor is going to run away, which is unfortunate, but what are you going to do? I'm not going to spend another time just to recruit him, especially when I can just wander over here and recruit this guy instead. Now, this is the chance that I have to recruit this survivor. You can bring other people without the leadership skill, and this little, the little flag is leadership skill. Basically, all that does is increases the chance that you'll get the person to come. I'm going to have these other people come with me just because it gives me a better chance. And that'll be my turn for the day. I'm going to try to recruit someone and start building this, which might be a little bit of a waste, but we're doing it anyway. And an attack is happening! Every single night there is a chance that an attack will happen. If you have high enough defenses, you're fine. If you don't, then people might die. People might die or buildings might be destroyed. The penalty doesn't seem to be quite as crazy on the harder difficulties as it used to be. So that's good. And recruitment successful. Excellent. We now have a new person. Let's check him out. This guy, he is a leader, so I can send him out to help me recruit people. Now, we're going to want to keep on pounding on zombies' faces, but the reason that it's great to have someone with a high build stat is that if you have a total build stat of over 10, it takes 1 day to reclaim something. Just think about that. And he only has a build stat of 1, and he is the only person with a build stat. If I send other people to help him out, it won't help at all because they do not have a build stat. So, black. I'm at a disadvantage here. If there's a school in the area, then I could train people to be better builders. Now, having a person do anything, like if you have them kill zombies, if you have them scavenge, if you have them do science, they will get skill that way, but sending them to school is a great way to send idle people and make them useful. For example, everyone here is useless except for the man and his perfect teeth. And right now I'm just going to scout the area. Scouting the area makes it safer to do missions. Ooh, that's interesting. That's never happened before. That's pretty cool. So yes, as you can see, I can now see how many zombies are in the building and if there's survivors or food. That event's never happened before. In the other game, there was always like a 2 or 3% chance that someone would die when they were scouting, and that appears to have been eliminated. In addition, when you're reclaiming an area, you have no chance of dying there either. Also, you'll notice that there's zombies again in this building because I didn't reclaim it fast enough. That's a constant struggle, is you gotta reclaim things fast. And you really need builders to do that. I don't have anyone with building skill. It's terrifying. Someone actually said that they thought that this game was harder than the last one, and I have to disagree, especially because of the saving feature. Not only does this give me less heart attacks when I'm doing an LP of it, but you can save at any time. And there's multiple save states. That's the huge thing. If you screw up, if there's a huge attack, you can just open up your saves, go to quit, and then reload. That's got to make Nightmare difficulty even much more manageable, I'm assuming. And there, I just reloaded my save to check to see if I was recording right. You know what's really sad? I was hoping I wasn't recording right. I was hoping everything went wrong, because there's no schools here. This is going to be so hard on challenging mode, because I don't have any schools. But there are ways around that. If I can just remember what you can turn into schools. Can you turn apartments into schools? You can! Never mind, everything is fine, people. Everything is fine. Well, because of that, I'm going to try to capture this apartment next, and I'm probably going to turn it into school, even though living space is at a premium right now. So let's see, 6%? That's enough. Good luck, soldier. And then we're going to try to get this hospital, because just having one hospital is very important, because it prevents certain very bad status effects. Yes, perhaps the man shouldn't be venturing out, considering what happened to him last time. He should just be hiding and being a bureaucrat, but that's not the way the man rolls. The man wants to go out there with the people fighting zombies with his bare hands and cowboy hat. So we got that. Then we have a bar, a church, some suburbs. There's a mall again. Mall with lots of food, you say? I still can't believe she found equipment. That's ridiculous. Or Lewis. You're a dude? Oh, those are dreadlocks. Okay, I got you. I thought it was long, flowing hair. So we got zombie killing, and trying to reclaim the super farm. Holy crap, Lewis. You are just an equipment scavenging machine. Do you realize how... Oh, someone do, like, the statistics, and that is like 12% and 13%, you get it both times? That's astronomically lucky. But okay, pair of binoculars. Never had one of those before, and I've beaten the game twice. So that's cool. I think we're going to give those binoculars to Lewis. So apparently he is the best scavenger that's ever scavenged in Scavengerland. +1 to scavenging. Oh, they fit. They go with your outfit. It was all meant to be. Still have 0% danger to fort, so that means there's no risk of anyone dying. Probably because there's not enough zombies around. The reason I'm a little bit worried is your early movements are very important, because later on, the game will not be forgiving. There will be an increase in zombie spawns, and if you don't get enough buildings in time, you're going to be in trouble. So, since I don't see any point in scavenging again, even though I'll probably find, like, the Maltese Falcon or something, I think I'm just going to scout around a little bit. Let's scout the McDonald's. Except it has 3... It's the... Never mind. I'm confusing myself. But it's clearly a McDonald's. Oh, it's a McNoodles? McNoodles, that doesn't make any sense. A junk food noodle shop? Actually, that'd be kind of cool. Alright, zombies killed. And a zombie's killed. Big farm reclaimed. And because of that, I now get +2 food every day instead of losing 1 food every day. And I'm also a little bit concerned that there's no, there don't seem to be too many... There don't seem to be too many citizens around me, so I can't recruit them. So I think we're going to have to go on a massive scouting exposition, because I need to find more citizens. You scout, and you scout. Because it'd be really great to have at least one other builder. And actually... Lewis Jackson, you, my friend, can do whatever you want. You're the master of finding stuff. There, you. I think we're going to have you build stuff. If you start reclaiming, even though it's going to take 5 days, which is crazy, didn't I tell you to come with me, my friend? Come with me to freedom. I hit done, not cancel. If you start reclaiming it, then it won't respawn with zombies during that time. It can still be stopped, though, during random events of someone getting sick. But those random sick events don't generally happen if you have a hospital, so... I think there's a zombie bite one that might be able to take me out if I don't have a certain thing researched, but... That'll be a good project for me, even though it's going to take a crap load of days. But hopefully we can find at least one other citizen. We have room for one other person to join us. Alright, end day. Oh, we got a trader. And he came by, and we exchanged a bunch of crap, and he gave us stuff. Cool. Food spotted, survivors spotted. Excellent. Now, unlike the other game, where you could get 4 survivors in one place, the maximum survivors that I've ever found was 2. But that's generally enough. You're generally not going to have enough space to suddenly invite 4 people until much later anyway. So, let's get him to come with us. 50 Rosanna. Huh, if only I had another leader that wasn't on some crazy building mission for 5 days. That was a weird choice. Who the hell decided to do that? That was a bad choice. Whatever, we're doing it. Alright, for the most part, it's virtually guaranteed. It's absolutely, positively guaranteed, perhaps, maybe, if we're lucky. That'll net us 9 food. Let's do that. Alright, we got the survivor. Very nice. Oh, that was a random survivor that came in. Okay. I will accept that. So supposedly we have 2 survivors, and yet I'm missing something, clearly. I'm not going to check my new survivors every time, but... Because later on, once you get a new survivor, they're going to be so far behind your awesome survivors that it's not even going to matter. But it looks like we have another scavenger and a pacifist that's ironically a soldier. I guess that's why there's quotes around... Whoa! Are you kidding me? Are you... I seriously never noticed that I could do that? That's crazy. That is absolutely insane. I can apparently rename anyone that I want, and I had no idea. That's amazing. I would have been renaming everyone. I would have had a troop of, like, soldiers named after, like, the 7 deadly sins. And, I don't know, I would have had, like, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail. I don't know. But I think I've described most of the basics in the game. I'm just going to go a little bit further here. I will continue playing this, but I just needed to get all the basics out of the way. Like, everything out of the way at first. So, let's recruit... Yeah, we'll do that. Actually, we'll have you instead. And instead, we'll have Eric fighting for freedom. No, clear the farm. Yeah, clear the farm. Clear the farm by yourself. And this guy. She will also join. Aerial Snake. Very cool. Who's left? Someone to scout? We probably need a lab pretty soon also. I should probably do that. I just noticed we don't have any, scientists. Huh. There's no one with a scientist skill. Oh well. Quabam! The Last Judgment Gang. They suck. They suck almost as much as the zombies. For the most part, though, they just steal your food. Recruitment success. Excellent. We now have a maximum of 10 people. The only way I can get more than 10 people is to find more living spaces, like this place right here. But that's going to happen next turn. I'm going to get the hospital next turn very early. No school anywhere in the area, so I really need to build a school so that we can get more builders and we can reclaim things faster before the zombie population explodes. I'm already on day 10. That's going to happen pretty soon anyway. Let's kill all the zombies here, because I want to reclaim this place next. The man will personally go out with Miss White and... Strawberry Powell. Okay. Strawberry Powell. The offspring of Colin Powell and Strawberry Shortcake. Let's see. Is that crazy? No. Get out in the world and kill people, normal citizens. The zombie condition. This is... Now, there's a few little branching past things. This is going to affect things. In this playthrough, I'm going to do the things that make the game more interesting. You can choose whether or not to ban this book of basically someone saying that the zombie condition is a gift and we should be embracing it. But I'm not cool with banning books, even if the ideas are so-called dangerous. Not for banning books, not for burning books. No, we shouldn't ban the books. Let people think what they want. What type of repressive society we're doing here. As far as I know, the only effect on this particular event is that if you don't ban it, you will get plus 10 happiness. And on challenging mode, that's actually kind of important. So apartment reclaimed, zombies killed. Now, one of these lovely apartments needs to be turned into a school. Oh, woe is me. Apparently you can't change buildings into other buildings until you have at least a level 4 builder, which I can't really get very fast because I don't have a school. This is a locking your keys in your own car situation. Everything would be fine if you had the keys, but they're in the car. Alright. I'm just going to have to tough this out and hope that I don't get slammed in a few days. Which might happen. And then I'll look like quite the fool. But he does have it at level 2. If I could just get another build... What are you doing, Strawberry Powell? You're killing people? How could you? Who told you to do that? Not the man. Must have been someone using the man's voice. Is that too dangerous? Yes. Am I doing it anyway? Yes. Why? Yes. Next day. Hospital reclaimed. That will prevent the, people died of smallpox or something. I don't remember what it says. There's a random event that can screw you up. But 2 builders. Excellent. Down to 3 days. Very nice. 3 days is bearable. 5 days, waiting for something to be built, that sucks. But, if we get this, we can increase our defense to help us against zombies, which is very desirable. Of course, I need a level 3 builder to do that, but We shall get that soon enough. Is there anyone else? Are you going to be like my weird official hold the place so zombies can't come in and build on them guy? I think you are. Let's have you creepily build very slowly at the laboratory so zombies can't capture that place. That's a good idea. I can recruit some more people now. Since I can't turn this place into a school, I have some extra living space. But there are no people except on the place that I'm reclaiming. Oh, the irony. I kind of wish I could recruit people. I wish you could do more than one mission on one building, but I guess I kind of understand why you can't. Let's scout the heliport. Very important. And this graveyard, why not? And this other laboratory. And this will be the last day. I'll end on... Uh-oh. Dun dun dun! Dun-na-na. Oh, I have 2 people guarding. I thought I only had 1 person guarding. Ah, red flash! The wall's held! Alright, everything's fine. Now, even when the attack doesn't succeed, sometimes people get injured, so that's unfortunate. Let's see. It's the love caravan. This increases your happiness for 15 food. I don't think I need to do that right now. I'd rather keep my food, I think. Yeah. The heliport. This is the source of one of the game's endings. And I found 4 endings, I think. If there's any more, I'd need to ask about that. And no, I do not count dying as an ending. I haven't even seen the game over screen it. But alright, that's it for part 1. Part 2 will be coming soon. Excellent game. Try it out. I have the link. So far, it's only been posted on Armor Games, but hopefully it'll be on either Congregate or Newgrounds sometime soon, and maybe there'll be medals, because I love my medals. I am CrossKnights. Thank you for watching.